Hi there, it's Rob here from Gymton. Hope you're well. Welcome to another Lifestyle Tips for me. Again, another 10-minute session, and today we're going to be looking at stretching. Grab yourself a pint of water. Cheers. So take a sip, look around your lips, hydrate, and if you're listening to this in a podcast or on a journey over in the car, welcome along. And if you're not, welcome along too. Okay, so what are essential stretches and why? What's the importance of doing it? So let's have a think about this. For me, everyone should do some stretching every single day. And when you think about it, you do it almost instantaneous every single day. You'll wake up, you'll yawn, you'll stretch, you'll reach out for something, you'll lengthen up your muscle fibers, and you'll get yourself ready for the day. Stretching is essential. You really, really need to do it every single day. And I would also add, you want to bring in some variety to that stretching as well. So if you're doing the same routine day in, day out, lovely, your body will get used to that. But try and think about using the body as effectively as possible, opening up through different planes of motions, and finding stretches that work a whole different range of body motions as well. Things like child's pose position, for example, a classic example. So why should you stretch, and what are the benefits of doing it? Well, let's have a think about that. Obviously, the number one reason for why people would stretch would be to release that pain. And sometimes you'll get a pain in your back and you want to stretch out, or you might get pain in your shoulder, or you might go and see a sports massage therapist or whatever. And scientifically, it's proven to work. Stretching does help you prevent injuries to muscles. It does reduce the pain and discomfort as you're going through those stretches. And it can give you a lot more comfort in your day to day. So stretching really, really is important. It relieves that pain. So if you're reaching out for the medication to get yourself that pain relief or whatever from a muscular joint problem, try thinking about the stretching element to it first, and consult a professional that can help you out, and find some stretches that will work and help to alleviate it. Always think as well that the pain of an area might not necessarily be the problem. Okay, so in other words, you might be getting pain here in the neck, but actually it could be something that's going on with your shoulder blade that's a problem, or your biceps or your triceps, for example. It could be something else that's causing you to feel a bit pronated and something or protracted in your shoulder, and as a result, that's giving you pain. So think a little bit outside the box, and again, consult a sports massage therapist, an osteopath, chiropractor, somebody who can help you to diagnose exactly what is triggering the problem. So yeah, stretching helps release pain. What else does it do? It definitely will improve your posture. That's a really important thing. If you've not had a gait analysis done of you, if you've not had a posture assessment done of you, consult somebody. It really, really will be beneficial for you. If you're regularly going to see somebody and you've got the same issues and the same problems week in, week out, consult and think about some tests that you can do, things like Thomas testing, where we can look at the range of movement, hip flexor, QL stretching, about the lateral movement of the body. There's so many different tests out there that can really, really help. And it will also give you some guidance as to how you're improving by doing a regular stretching and strengthening pattern. So posture improvements are really important. We're very kyphotic, we're rounded in the shoulders, we spend a lot of time at desks, driving cars, etc. And we end up in this hunched position, our shoulders protracted forwards. And what I want you to think about is trying to improve your posture. Get a good consultant to have a look at you. A good sports massage therapist would definitely be able to do that. And get them to have a look at your posture and how you're moving and how you stand, what's balanced, what's short, what's long, and find out where that is. The next thing I would say is stretching definitely decreases stress. If you're at work or at home, you've got half-term activities going on for children, those type of things, whatever it is, if you're finding stress in your life, you've got a massive build-up of cortisol. Too much stress is not great for us. Stress is important for us. We need to have that stresses. But if you have too much in it, you generate more brown fat cells, and therefore you're going to gain weight. And you don't need all that. So think about using stretching to help you to alleviate your stress. Take it in so that you can relax the muscle groups, take the pressure off the joints, take the pressure off the body. Then the next thing I'll say about stretching, which is not often associated with it, But if you've done some muscle energy technique work with me or some soft tissue release work on the massage couch with me, you will know that having a massage with me is a workout. It is, you're going to be working, you're going to be pushing back against me, you're going to be working through different muscle groups, different joint movements. So stretching will give you a boost of energy, it will give you strength, it will give you flexibility, it will improve your posture again. But there's studies that have now shown as well that in the afternoon, if you're having a bit of a mid-afternoon lull and you feel like you need a coffee or something, one of the best things to do, stop and go and have a stretch. Stretch out, relax the body, lengthen out the major muscle groups of your body. It could be a back stretch, abdominal stretching, hip flex, glute stretches, all of these type of things are absolutely brilliant. And stretching is shown to give you that little boost of energy that you need and make you feel good. What else? Stretching is really good for improving your stamina. If you're an endurance runner or if you're very manual in the work that you do, stretching is really important for helping to boost the muscle dexterity, tensility, and also the mitochondria within the muscles, which help to release a steady flow of energy throughout the day. So stretching and keeping the muscles elastic, not plastic, where they've got hardened, is a really important thing. So stretch out and lengthening your body is really important. So there you go, there's some top tips for you. What's a good routine for stretching? Yeah, think about when you're going to be doing it. Is it going to be first thing in the morning? Is it going to be last thing at night? How is your stretching going to be for you? It could be that you do some bear hugs and roll over. It could be that you're doing some shoulder stretches and releasing, extending out the pec. It could be you're doing some wall stretches and lengthening out. It could be some child's pose stretches where you're laying on the floor and you're reaching out with your arms, tucking your backside down to the ground and your hips back over your heels. It could be that you're working through some lunge and some hip flexor stretches. I teach a range of restorative stretches classes where we target different areas of the body, and they're so well worth doing. But I've also written some programs as well whereby you can do a bedtime routine or a morning wake-up routine and get yourself ready for the day. So when you pull it into your day, it's entirely up to you. I'd highly recommend you do it first thing in the morning. Stretch out those muscles that have just been recuperating and regenerating overnight. Maybe think about doing something at night time before you go to bed to help elongate those big muscle groups. And find the stretches that you enjoy doing it. As I said at the start, variety is really important to keep that working through it. So if you do the same stretches all the time, jazz it up a bit, find some other ones. And any stretching is really good for you, especially if it's a compound stretch, like reaching for your toes, for example. So you're bending over, reaching down. You're going to be using every muscle in your body to do that. So it's a great way of exercising, great way of training at the same time. So a bit of a recap for you. Stretching, yeah, really, really essential for you. It's brilliant for helping you to alleviate pain, reducing the amount of medication you're on. It will definitely improve your posture. It will decrease your stress levels, make you feel good. It's going to give you that boost of energy and it's going to improve that stamina. Find a routine that works for you and enjoy it. And get the other thing I would say with all of that is make sure that you've got time to do it and do it effectively and well. Shut off all your devices, shut off your phones, etc. Give some time to you. Thank you so much for joining me. Grab your water. As always, hydrate well. I'll see you next time for the next one. Cheers.